We're here at the confluence of the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela Rivers, and welcome you to Acrisure Stadium on the North Shore of Pittsburgh, the home of the Steelers. All right, we're just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Here we go, set!
And he's going to be hit and dropped behind the line. Great push upfield defensively. What a way to start this one.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
They'll try to hit him with a screen. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And
oh, intercepted. What a bad start on the 3rd play. Picked off by Charvarius Ward.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look.
Let's go now. 3.
Putting the tight end in motion. And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their 1st play of the game. On play action, he'll set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
Open man, right side. He's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 10-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
He'll get inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. To the ground, he'll get it again. He's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8-yard line. On third down, they'll set up to throw. That is caught side of the end zone. Touchdown, Denver. 17 touchdowns now on the year. A try here for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Broncos will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He'll start at the 2. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And the quarterback scrambling, maneuvers his way back to the line of scrimmage, but that's all he can get out of that one.
Give him credit for keeping this play alive as long as he could. This easily could have gone down for a loss, but he's kind of able to find his way forward and at least get back to the line of scrimmage.
Look wide, get this one complete, and nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the first down after a gain of 7. They'll throw here on 3rd and short. And he's going to get awfully close to the first down marker, but appears just to be a few inches short.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to have the Steelers' first down. They pick up a big chunk of yards to boot. The gain is 18. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender. And you're just saying box him out, go up for an offensive rebound, and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away. Big tight end a shot.
Third and a yard. Now a handoff. Oh, a wrinkle. Here comes a reverse. That one good for 18 yards and to the 18-yard line.
I like the element of surprise here, Mike. It seemed like everyone was so keyed elsewhere on the play that nobody even gave a thought to him potentially getting the run. Didn't take him long to see he was going to be able to clearly pick up that first down.
And a nice run there on first down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2. They'll stick with him again. And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down. Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sit and duck for this pass rush.
The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. That's going to be caught. And he'll be taken down. And that's going to do it. That's the last play of the first quarter. This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is 1st and goal. Now a give, but here comes a reverse. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back. Even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan, everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. So Kittle comes in motion. Drive will start on the ground. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. And he's out of bounds, but they're going to spot this inside the 25. A big-time play for the Broncos. It's a gain of 43 yards. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll turn and hand this one off. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. Next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
Let's go.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That is caught at the 3. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it.
And he will dive into the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finished it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And they're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line.
That's good for us, Steelers. First down.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
3rd down, 3 to go. Slot man in motion left. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stomped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the 1st down. Out of the gun, he'll throw. That's out to the flat, and it's complete.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2.
Here we go.
A handoff here, up the middle. And he's going to have a 1st down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line. They run out of the gun and tag on a reverse. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. He'll get this out to the left flat. He'll be out of bounds, but after picking up the 1st down on a gain of 7.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 28-yard line.
2nd down and 8.
79 Broncos. Here we go.
Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
He's got his man, right side, it's complete.
Now they're entering the area of the field, especially with the amount of yards they've gained on this possession, Mike, where it feels like a touchdown is critical. For the defense, settling for a field goal here, especially with the ball where it is, feels like a win. To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Track him, 60. 18, rapper, 18, rapper, go.
They'll look to throw yet again. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
This pains me to say, Mike, because I love the idea of feeding the tight end, but you can only go his way so many times if it's not going to result in positive outcomes. So wouldn't be surprised to see him try to get his backs, his wide receivers, get some other guys involved, and then later in the game, go back to his big tight end.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on third down. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Touchdown, Steelers.
All week, we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time. And what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket. Let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball. And that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
They'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. They're going to motion the tight end over here. They'll begin here on the ground. 13 yards to start that drive, and a quick first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
They put Wilson in motion. Now, faking the give. He'll air it out deep for Wilson. He's got it! And he will go all the way. Roman Wilson. Touchdown, Denver. Extra point attempt to come here. His kick is good. And the Broncos have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drop. Got a man left side. It's caught. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
He'll go right and find his running back. A pickup of 12 yards. Good for a Steeler first down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Broncos force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down. They'll look to throw. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion. Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on fourth down. He'll drop to throw. He'll take a shot here. Back of the end zone. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll throw out of the gun. Down the field, it's caught on that left sideline. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw.
And he will score. Touchdown, Broncos. 2 touchdowns for him in the game. Numbers 17 and 18 on the year. The extra point is good. The Broncos have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. A return now from the 4. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return.
Let's go.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. Gains nothing. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. Quick throw, taken in.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
And that's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. They'll go with a counter on 1st down. And that's not going to yield a whole lot. Up to about the 28-yard line. He'll look to throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. 18 yards on the connection. Good for a Denver 1st down.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. They get 18 on the pitch and catch. 1st down, Broncos. Now give on the ground. And he'll spin his way forward for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. They put Wilson in motion. Here's a run going left. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the 1st half. And he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
And this time they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss, and it's 2nd down. Catch made right side by Wilson.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
They put Wilson in motion. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on third down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up fourth down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6? And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
This placed in the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Come on, set. Go street. 79 Bronco. Go.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Now a shot here, deep middle. And that is incomplete.
We see this offense just continue to search for a spark. It's just this entire game, their execution's just been a little bit off. And now here in the second half, they find themselves down by multiple scores. They're going to have to connect on 1 or 2 of these big plays if they want to find themselves back in this one.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He's going to look for the home run ball. That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown, Denver. That's his 3rd touchdown of the game. He's got 19 on the year. The offense staying put. They will go for 2. They bring the tight end in motion. From out of the gun, he'll throw. That's going to be caught. So add a couple more points, and they add to their lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 3. He'll get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. Picked off by Tyreek Stevenson.
For these young rookie quarterbacks, every snap in the NFL is an opportunity to have a lesson learned, and sometimes the lessons come a little bit harder than others. In this case, they kind of fool them with their blitz package. It's a little bit more complex at the NFL level than it is necessarily in college, and I think he just got a first-hand taste of just how fast this pressure can get on you. And sometimes when it speeds up that clock, you can make a bad throw.
Let's go. 19 tight. 19 tight. Ready?
And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Touchdown, Broncos. He has come alive after the break. His 3rd touchdown of the second half. The extra point is up and through. And the Broncos add on to their already sizable lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. And he's got it at the 1. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Ready?
Throw to the right flat. It is caught. Down the right sideline. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 76 yards. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A terrific job all the way around, especially after the catch, Greg, to take it to the end zone for a touchdown.
I'm just so impressed by the acceleration of this receiver, Mike. He catches what is a short pass, and he's able to turn it up the field and take it all the way for 6. That is an impressive play, run after catch.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line.
At their own 34-yard line.
They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They'll run. He'll try the left side now. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line. Tight end going in motion here. A handoff as they try to run it here. And they'll bring this to about the 34-yard line. Leo Chenal, the linebacker, there for the tackle. It is 3rd and 10. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. This one is taken in downfield. Big completion. And he's going to be marked down, bringing it all the way to the 25-yard line. And that'll be incomplete on what turns out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They send the tight end in motion. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He's got it at the 7. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on 3rd down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
So now, from half the distance closer, here's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Touchdown, Denver. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike, and they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him do that all game long. I don't mind the play call, but something you have to keep in mind, Mike, is when you decide to pass this close to the goal line, all of the space is the width of the field. There's not a lot of depth to the field. So that's why the timing, the anticipation, the accuracy of the quarterback, it all has to be on point. It wasn't on that last play, and that's why it ultimately failed.
At their own 23-yard line.
Ready up.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Ready.
Look wide. Get this one complete. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
It's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
He'll get this out to the left flat. He's into the clear again. And he's got another one. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. That is his third touchdown of the afternoon. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least a little payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of tulip.
Oh, the blitz overwhelming the offensive line, and down he goes. And give them credit, they are not mailing this one in. They'll try to get it back with an onside kick.
That's the thing about these onside kicks. They're really unpredictable. You're trying to get the ball to take that big high hop, but it doesn't. It ends up just going through everybody on the recovery team and ends up going out of bounds.
Let's go.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
And he'll get this close to a first down. Gets about 7, maybe a yard short of the first down.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the first down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage, and in a lot of situations, it'll get you the first down, just not here.
Try to pick this one up on the ground. First down and more inside the 15. The speed on display. He's in. Touchdown, Broncos. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. No problem there on the extra point. Broncos stretch things out even further. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This one deep in the landing zone. He'll return it from the 2. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Across midfield, shot out of a cannon. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
While everybody wants to attack the middle of the field, you just have to make sure you don't do it recklessly. You want to make sure you protect both the ball and your receiver. And in this case, he does both. Puts it on the money, picks up a big gain.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 10. They've got it. It'll be 1st and goal after a pickup of 21. They'll look to throw yet again. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
So instead of celebrating a touchdown, he's just heading back to his huddle, trying to keep his head up as everyone kind of looks at him sideways. If that ball hits your hands at this level, you've just got to make the catch. That's what your quarterback's counting on. That's what your teammates are counting on. Frankly, that's what this entire stadium is counting on.
To the pylon, he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
Just a great way to finish off a drive, and it was something they thought they had a matchup advantage all week long, was in the ground game. And you can see here, they executed at the offensive line. He got some nice blocks downfield from his wide receivers and tight ends, and he was able to do the rest. That decision to go for 2 was made up from the very beginning. The moment they scored, you could see the head coach. He's signaling, we're going for 2. The touchdown was obviously a disappointing outcome defensively, but to able to get that stop, they can at least come off the field and catch their breath. You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the fourth quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
Now a give up the middle. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down. Putting the tight end in motion. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a first down. Now, faking the give. To the goal line and in. Greg Dulcich. Touchdown, Denver. Their head coach, 2 fingers in the air. They'll say no to the extra point and go for 2. And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. First and 10.
Let's go now.
Quick throw here is complete. Across midfield, shot out of a cannon. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be first and goal.
Like the 18. 18, right here. Go.
They'll look to throw. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
Let's go.
And he's into the end zone yet again. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. He has come alive after the break. His 3rd touchdown of the second half. Now, a 2-point conversion attempt coming. He'll drop to throw. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Accelerating toward midfield. Inside the 20. And he's going to make it all the way to the end zone. How about a pick 2? 2 points going the other way. So the late score gets them a bit closer to respectability. They'll try to get even closer with an onside kick.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
Up the middle they go. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6. he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in this one. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Check. Bring it. Street. Ready.
They'll stay on the ground.
The running back began the ball carrier.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll stick with him again. And he will work his way down inside the 30, a pickup of 6. Now a 3rd and 2.
Here we go. Check smash.
They're going to motion the tight end over here. On 3rd down, they'll try to get it on the ground. They're going to bring him down to the 21, but they're also going to move the chains after that run. 1st down, picked up on the ground.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the 1st down, and they're able to convert.
Right back to him on 1st down.
Another carry for the running back.
2nd and 7.
Go! Hey, check that. Street. Check go.
They'll turn and hand this one off. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down. The offense staying out there for this 4th down.
Here we go. Set.
They'll try to run. Woo! And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So it is a win for the visiting Broncos. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did.